What up, though? It's your man, Rap Talk. What's up here chilling? I'm gonna break down to y'all about a couple albums that I think need to be researched. Albums that's my favorites, and the albums that I feel if you into music, you should be listening to, or you should at least heard of before. And this first album I'm gonna do today is Ice Cube Death Certificate. Go research that shit. It's a bad motherfucker here. Oh man, first of all, if you was around when it first released, that's even better. But for some people who just not tuned into the channel and getting up on the game, I want y'all to go research this album. First of all, it was an album, concept album. Life side, death side. And that album had a whole theme if you really pay attention and listen to the shit. From the life side being albums and songs of a certain nature and feel that was, of life, if you want to say positivity. Somewhat of a format. And on the other side, it was a death side, which was real dark, just songs of a nature that's on some old, other side of the game type shit, there's a dark side. And this album, of course, featured one of arguably the best diss songs ever, which a lot of people know Ice Cube did come from a group called NWA. And when he left the group, he was feuding with him. So, on this album, he rebutted. Came with a song, like I say, arguably one of the best diss songs ever, which is No Vaseline. And it was at the end of the album, he dropped that shit. I'm talking just straight up fire. Just straight up going at the whole crew. NWA did a lot of dissing here and there, but on some of their diss tracks, you had to read in between the lines of who they were talking about and who they was talking to. Which, we all knew. They was taking shots here and there. 100 miles of running, a lot of things of that nature. But when Cube actually dropped this No Vaseline, he hit their ass on all fucking cylinders, from the sample and just the whole overall scheme of things. So go research that shit. Go research this album, No Vaseline. Death Certificate is the album. No Vaseline is a diss song. Calling out names, just going at it. But there was a lot of standout tracks on this album, in my opinion. We was going through a lot of political things when this album dropped too. Because, you had things with the president, songs like I Wanna Kill Sam, Horny Little Devil. Oh man, just a lot of shit. Us, he was just talking. Cube just put a mirror to the whole black community on a song called Us. Just because a lot of times we like to put the blame on other people and about the things we go through and the things we did. But on the song Us, he just let it be known that take a look at us. We the ones fucking up. We the ones killing each other, doing dumb shit, selling dope in the hood, fucking over our own people. That's why this album gets so much credit in my book, because it was politically challenged. And there's a whole lot of overall just themes and good stuff on here that's still just timeless. It can be played today in 2020. Songs like Black Korea, shit like that, because in the ghetto, I'm from Detroit though, a lot of this shit, a lot of the stores and gas stations and liquor stores, they're owned by Arabs and Chaldeans, and I'm in my city, you know. But the song Black Korea was giving it up, talking about how the Koreans came over and opened up stores and sell their goods and set up shop and shit, and we just the consumers. So the song called Black Korea, he just breaking it down of how they got us being consumers, taking over all our shit. And like I say, all those songs, a lot of these songs I mentioned tonight is on the, actually that's the birth side. Yeah, that's the birth side. The death side is the more darker side, and that's what it started off with. Cause it actually the whole album started off with a funeral. Like I said, this album was themed out, just some powerful shit. So if you're into concept albums and things of that nature, definitely check this album out. Ice Cube, Death Certificate. Like I said, the album started off with the funeral. A whole theme of an ending. And then it just come on with the wrong nigga to fuck with, which was hard as fuck. Check that song out. It's the first song on here, the wrong nigga to fuck with. Got my summer vacation. Some hard shit, just talking about how a nigga just go to a whole nother city selling dope and just make some money in a whole nother city. That was some dope shit. And you got Steady Mobbin. That is a straight up just riding to song, you know? I remember when that shit came out, I had a nigga just wishing he had switches and shit, you know? 6'4" Impalas and shit, man. That was a whole thing, man. Just the whole vibe of just music and this type of shit, man. This shit was just timeless, man. I remember the video, everything. And when we got Giving Up the Nappy Dugout. That was some funny shit. That song, basically nowadays, it'll be about a thought in today's world. You know what I'm saying? Just talking about a little hot ass chick. A little hot chick who just running around slanging that motherfucker, just giving it up. She giving up the nappy dugout. She thotting. You know what I'm saying? Some people be thinking they kids or whatever, innocent or whatever. But she slanging that motherfucker. Giving up the nappy dugout. But there was a lot of layers to this album, though. And definitely the samples on a lot of these songs, man. And that's why I give this album a lot of credit, too. Because the beats, the samples and shit, man, you listen to it, man, you just be surprised how they put this shit together, dog. They put this shit together just, like I say, from the samples to the themes to the skits. Just the music, man. It's a good time in hip-hop, man. So y'all definitely go check this album out. What else was on this here? I was banging. I used to just love. Oh, yeah, definitely. We got True to the Game. This is some real shit. This song was basically about, in a sense, a lot of people say it was about Hammer, stuff like that. You know, a lot of different artists that was going pop. Because this album came out in a time when, don't get me wrong, hip-hop was definitely big and it was definitely growing. But at the same time, you know, you had certain artists that was just bigger than life and just looked like they was coming from a whole perspective of just going straight for the popular and not, like, kind of like they was skipping over hip-hop a little bit, doing their music, you know. No shot to Hammer and some of the other rappers who just made it larger than life. You know, nowadays, that's real common for a hip-hop song to be real, real big and, you know, white people and everybody listen to it. But a little bit back then when this album came out, don't get me wrong, they can cross over. But we was loving hip-hop so much, we wanted to keep it close to us. We wanted it street. We wanted it hood. We wanted it close-knit by and just something that we could relate to. And it was ours, you know what I'm saying? We really didn't want the whites to fuck with our shit because it was hip-hop. It was ours. We wanted it. We wanted to hold it. But, of course, nah, the shit is just so big. Everybody's doing it. everybody can, everybody getting a piece of it. It's worldwide. But true to the game was just basically coming from a level of stay true to you. Don't get into this shit. Don't get into this game and start changing and dancing and dressing different and, you know, just all the different stuff that don't really look like what we doing right at the moment. But like I say, not today. That shit don't even matter because hip hop is big as fuck. You know, it can be the simplest rap and that shit just gonna grow and little kids singing that shit don't even know what they repeating. You know, from commercials and TV shows. And that's another thing when all this came out. You ain't had the rap songs all in TV commercials and all that shit and little kids dancing to it and stuff like that. That was considered bubblegum or pop, no matter what it was and who did it. But like I say, I appreciate y'all. Definitely go check this album out. It's the first of many albums you should know. Ice Cube, Death Certificate.